Good morning, Hillman Cancer Center. My name is Angela Zaccanini. I'm a registered dietitian for the Wellness and Integrative Oncology program located here on the third floor of Hillman Cancer Center. And I have Eric Capozzoli with me again. You've been seeing a lot of him lately.
Again.
He is also a registered dietitian here at the Hillman Cancer Center. He specializes with a lot of the blood cancers here, stem cell transplants, bone marrow transplant patients. So he has been helping me with these cooking classes lately. So I really appreciate you being here, Eric, and his knowledge. He has a lot of knowledge. And
pleasure to be here.
Yes, I enjoy him being with us. So today we are going to be bringing you a Raspberry-Kefir power smoothie, or Raspberry-Kefir. We're going back and forth. I'm not sure what's the best way to pronounce that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
I say kefir, but that might be a...
I feel like kefir's easier to say than kefir.
Kefir sounds better, though.
Does it? I don't know.
It's like tomato.
Right.
But
yeah.
no one says tomato. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so Raspberry-Kefir power smoothie. This recipe is from Eating Well. We'll include the recipe link in the description to this video, but we have several ingredients here that we're going to talk through. To start, obviously, our, star ingredient here is the kefir. Right. So let's talk about this quickly. The recipe calls for a low-fat plain kefir, which I believe to be a really good base for any smoothie.
Yeah.
So not only the one we're making today, but utilizing any fruit, any sort of greens, smoothie. There's so many.
Yeah, they're endless, and you can, this is plain, but you can get the flavored. If you want your smoothie to be flavored like that. I usually recommend to do a plain. That way you can use, and we're going to use banana and raspberry today, but any berries, any greens, any fruits, vegetables, and flavor it how you want. And this is a great base.
Yeah, I agree. And I would say the consistency of kefir is between milk and yogurt, right?
Yeah.
So it's somewhere in between. It's not as thin as milk and it's not as thick as yogurt. So it's that kind of consistency, that combination, and that texture. But it is packed with live active probiotics. So really getting back on that train of good gut health. That's why we're using this and talking about this and kind of pushing this as a base to your smoothies.
Yeah, for sure. And if you like yogurt, you'll definitely like this, but maybe you don't like the consistency of, like a Greek yogurt is thick because they strain it and increases the protein. But this is going to give you those same benefits, but be more of a drink.
Yes.
So you could drink it on its own. A serving size is a cup, 10 grams of protein, which is higher than like a glass of milk would be. And it is also lactose intolerant friendly.
Yeah, that's a good point. We were talking about that before, is that it is suitable for lactose intolerance. So those of you who have not a milk allergy, just some, discomfort related to the lactose enzyme found in a lot of dairy products, this is a good option.
Yeah, for sure. And again, with the live active culture, it's going to give you your probiotic, and then we're going to get our prebiotic in the smoothie from our fruit and all this other stuff we're putting in here.
Cool. All right. So that's one ingredient. Then we also have our fruit that Eric mentioned. So we have our raspberries, which you can buy fresh or frozen.
Yep. Frozen's very easy, but
we have fresh today.
Yep.
And then the banana you are going to want to freeze. So talk to us about the best way to freeze your bananas.
So bananas, as you know, go bad quickly. So I usually buy them and let them ripen and then peel them, cut them in half and freeze them.
Yep. So that's what we have today that we already have in our Ziploc bag. We cut a banana in half and froze it.
Yeah, and they'll last for a long time.
And you can use these like almost how you would use ice cubes, So instead of adding more ice to it, if you like your smoothie really chilled, this is a great way, adding some frozen fruit.
Yeah, for sure. And then you can always add ice or water too, but this is going to cover that.
Okay. And then our other two ingredients are going to be peanut butter. So we were talking about utilizing other sources of nut butters. So cashew, almond.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Definitely could give you a different flavor.
Yeah.
There are different benefits to like those are tree nuts, so there's going to be a little bit more or less protein depending on what it is. They also make other nut butters now. You could just use nuts if you want to do like walnuts, pistachio, something like that. Smoothies are good because they're blank canvas. You kind of work with what you like and then kind of bounce from there.
Cool. Okay. And then our final ingredient is flax meal or ground flaxseed, whatever you have on hand. We use very small amounts, so the recipe calls for only a half of a teaspoon of flax meal. We were talking about this too, is if we were to add more, again, for that benefit, the omega-3s, added protein, to add more may alter that flavor.
Yeah, that's the only reason it would be to do less. But again, you can mess with that, and if you want to get more of the benefit from the flax, you can do that. You can also use like a chia seed.
Yeah.
And since it's going to be in a smoothie, you can do just flax seed itself. You just want to make sure.
Oh, that's a good point.
To grind, flaxseed needs to be ground for us to digest it. And then this we want to refrigerate.
Yes.
For longer shelf life.
Yep, keeps best refrigerated or frozen after opening.
Yeah, so you can even freeze it like you would the banana in different, even like sections to grab.
Yeah, like different portions.
Yeah, it thaws pretty quick though. You could probably just let it sit for a couple minutes and kind of chisel it off.
Okay, all right. So let's start throwing these ingredients into the blender, and we'll make a few comments as we go, but just wanted to kind of run down the ingredients for this particular smoothie. But like Eric mentioned, it's a blank canvas, so I feel like smoothies are trial and error.
Yeah.
And there's so many available, so it's kind of fun to mess with for sure. All right, so we have our banana, we have a half a cup of raspberries, a third cup of our low-fat plain kefir.
Yeah, and you have, we didn't mention the milk fat too. You can talk about that.
Yep. So this being 1% milk fat, it only contains 2 grams of total fat per serving, which is the 1 cup, and total calories is 110 for that cup, and we're only using a third. So that'll obviously balance out. But similar to milk, it ranges. So you can have like 0% milk fat or skim going up to that whole percent milk fat, where again, that fat content is going to be a little bit more, also resulting in higher calories.
Yeah, and definitely if you want more calories, just do the 2% or whole.
Yep.
The flax meal, and then our peanut butter, this is a natural peanut butter, which is just peanuts and salt.
Yep.
But you can use whatever you have. If you can even put some Jif in there.
Good. Okay. And then I guess depending on the consistency, we may have to add some water to this.
Definitely gonna have to. But we also with the nutrition that this is bringing us, it is higher in carbohydrate, which is because of the fruit.
And
our
kefir, the dairy, yeah.
But we are going to get fiber from our fruits. We're not juicing this, so we're going to keep all the fiber from that. We're going to just add some protein powder.
Yep.
Just to increase the protein amounts. Now you can increase the amount of kefir, but we had protein powder, so we're just going to add this in and give it some more protein.
And I think we commonly get asked how to increase protein in the diet. So obviously an added protein powder or a dietary supplement of protein like this one is a good way to get that additional protein, because 1 scoop contains 19 grams of protein.
Yeah.
So you can really boost the content that way without really, messing with the volume.
Yeah.
You're still going to get the same amount of volume when it comes to the smoothie that we make, but, adding that extra protein is going to be beneficial. Now, to go through the nutrition contents, 1 serving is 249 calories, 41 grams of carbs, but 8 grams of fiber. So that's what Eric was mentioning. It's high in carbohydrates, but also high in fiber because of all the nutrition that's found in all of the products that we're using. Now, why we added the protein powder is because this is actually kind of low in protein, only 8 grams. So we really wanted to get that protein content up without adjusting the other nutrients.
Yeah, and I mean, because the kefir has a strong taste, the flax meal is going to bring a strong taste. protein powders too. If we, you could use a flavored chocolate. You can use a whey powder, but this is a plant-based powder, which will impart a different flavor too. But again, we wanted to kind of kick the protein up a little bit, and 20 grams in that. We did use like 3/4 of a scoop, so it's probably going to bring us to like 16 grams in this.
Yeah, which I think balances that out a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you work this bad boy? Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna take that. So I really didn't have to add, I only added like 2 tablespoons of water.
Which in the ingredients it does, or in the recipe ingredients it says 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. So.
Yeah. So yeah, you could do more if you want it to be a little thinner.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like that consistency when it comes to a smoothie though. And look at him giving himself way more than me.
I need some protein.
Pretty color. Sometimes I think the color of a smoothie can make or break certain things, and I do tell my patients to put their smoothies in a cup that they don't see with a lid and a straw, so that if it is a green smoothie or one that looks more brown, that color doesn't make it less appealing.
Yeah, definitely the greens can do that. And the these blenders are very high powered, and they really emulsify everything. So the color gets real crazy with this. But it's the best way to do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Very good.
It is really good. Do you taste the protein powder?
No.
No?
I taste the peanut butter more than anything.
I feel like I taste something tart. Like, do you think the raspberries were a little tart?
Might be this guy.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I might like it maybe a little more water. I like it a little thinner maybe.
Do you?
Yeah. Because it's like the same consistency as that. But I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have, with the protein kicked up, I mean, it's a pretty good, almost pretty close to like a meal replacement.
Definitely.
A little low on the calories for that, but definitely good for breakfast, something you're going to get fiber, help you feel full, and with the protein addition, even help more with satiety.
Yeah, and I think for those patients who are doing more small but frequent eating, this could be one of those nutrient-dense meals and snacks. If you're eating maybe, say, 5 or 6 times a day, but your portions are less, this could be one of those servings. Because, 250 calories isn't considered a full meal, like you said, but maybe one of those small nutrient-dense meals or snacks this would count for.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
All right,
cool.
beautiful.
Well, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll, bring you some more smoothie recipes since, we have some ideas related to protein powders, some other bases like the kefir, so stay tuned.
Yeah, let us know if you do any in the comments here.
Yeah.
What your favorite smoothie is.
Definitely leave us a comment, and then I am going to include my email here at the bottom of the screen. So if you're looking for any specific recipe, if you have any feedback at all, please feel free to email me. We love to hear from you and get that feedback. It really helps to create the content that you guys are really looking for. So thanks again. Thank you, Eric, for being here. We'll see you again next week.
See you guys.